Wow. Okay. It's a little comical if you actually think about it. And yes, this is all over YouTube. This is all over the wrestling sites on Facebook. I am talking about Randy Keith Orton. Randall Keith Orton's 60-day suspension because of his second violation of the wellness policy. Wow. Dude, you are literally one of the members of the Breakfast Club. You are the actual dominant babyface of SmackDown. And for crying out loud, why on earth would you throw all that away just to get bigger? But if you honestly think about it, now I'm not going on Randy's side, but I'm actually going on the sides of people that have been violating the wellness policy as of late. He is not the only one. He is not the only person that violated. We all know that Evan Bourne violated, and recently Rey Mysterio violated, and he's like out for 60 days, which lets you know, good grief, how much pressure is the WWE putting on these people to have the body, the ideal body, not just to keep your weight down and look good. I'm talking about the ideal body, the ideal view of the picture of what the WWE has on how you're supposed to look and how you're supposed to act. How much pressure are they putting on you to literally violate the wellness policy by taking steroids? It has to be something because there has been more than one person notorious. The wellness policy, for crying out loud. Okay, let's face it. The WWE is notorious for having their wrestlers violate the wellness policy. For crying out loud, this McMahon juice, before he even became the icon of the company that which he is now, he violated the wellness policy before wellness policy was even developed. He was juicing even then. If you remember him during his commentator days, the guy had a small head and a giant body. And if you actually see him on the cover of Muscle Fitness magazine, good grief, there is no way that a guy his age could have that body just by working out alone. He ran on wherever they shoot him now, probably in the butt. But regardless, it's there has to be a ton of pressure, even on somebody like Randy Orton, to have the ideal body, the ideal view of what the WWE has for their wrestlers, especially for their top baby faces. Which makes you kind of wonder, would John Cena actually crack under pressure? But then look at his body and look at his body growing up. That's the best way that you can actually tell, kind of. John Cena's body was pretty much been stocky since he began from his younger days, his teenage years on up to now. His body has not changed. He looks the same, to be honest with you. He probably maybe took some creatine and actually bulked up by having like protein shakes, but I honestly do not see him actually doing steroids. But now I'm going like way off tangent here. Randy Orton, he must have been under so much pressure from the WWE to actually be in the same position to where that he actually started just injecting himself to make himself bigger, to make himself better, to make himself better looking. Maybe it was the pressure that maybe that he caved under pressure that the WWE had for him, especially Triple H being the member of the Breakfast Club. Who knows? But let's face it, Triple H's body has definitely gone downhill since then. But now I'm going off tangent again. The point is that Randy Orton definitely caved under pressure for 60 days. This is second violation, y'all. Second violation. Third violation, he is gone. Can you imagine them actually firing Randy Orton? No. I can't imagine that ever happening at all. Let's face it, Randy Orton, as much as I do not believe that this guy is a believable face at all, baby face at that, I really do not believe that they are going to fire him. I think that they're going to probably maybe suspend him even more, maybe for about 6 months to a year. But I honestly do not believe that they're going to fire him because even though you do not like Randy Orton, whether or not you like him or love him, he is a draw. He is somebody that people want to see. Whether or not the matches he's in is mediocre, people are there to see Randall Keith Orton. So I highly doubt they're going to be stupid enough to actually fire him no matter how many times he violated the wellness policy. I do believe that Randy Orton is here to stay. He is not going to be fired. He is just going to probably have a very, very, very prolonged prolonged suspension for his third violation. I doubt they're going to fire him because he's far too important to lose. He actually He's worth a lot of money in merchandise. He's worth a lot of money in pay-per-views. He's worth a lot of money. So it would be stupid for them and not really so great for business if they fire him. So for those that are actually ready to don on your party hats and your party favorites when Randy Orton gets fired, you're holding your breath, bruh. That ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about this suspension. Do you believe that Randy Orton is actually going to get fired for his third violation if there's ever anyone? I mean, if there's ever any another violation, do you believe that he's going to get fired at his third strike? Or do you believe that when he actually reaches his third strike, that he's going to actually just have a prolonged suspension? I want to hear what you guys think about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Send me a video response. I am curious about what you guys think about this. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace. Later.